evening, my friends around the globe, my Christian friends, my Muslim friends as well. I use Assalamu alaikum. Basically, I want to use this opportunity to talk about the palm tree, the kingdom plantae palm tree, As you can see, it's like it is a very important, it's a very important plant. Some say it's the most important plant in Africa, but it's actually very important. The kingdom plantae, it has when in scientific classification, it is called under the kingdom plantae. You get the palm tree, also called palmae. The same family with coconuts. You can see the coconuts. Understand? It's basically in the same family with the coconuts. But I'll try as much as I can to start with the palm tree. The family Ericaceae. It's called Ericaceae. That's the kingdom, the family palmae, the plants. The palmae is made up of both. When you say palm tree, it has to be very specific because the palmae has both the oil palm tree and the coconut tree. Understand? Both have the same, classification. But this palm tree, oil palm tree, is called Alleviate. That's the botanical name. Understand? The Alleviate, capital E. Then the guineaensis is a small letter G. Starts it in sciences basically. So it has many uses in Africa. It has, there's been rumors that because it's now like overgrown. It's mostly industrially very useful for countries like Indonesia and Malaysia, where it's been utilized, it's been exploited, industrially to a very large extent. They have very longest plantations too, because they've seen the usefulness. There's been rumors that the palms we are taking in Africa, in my own community here in Umoferuru, Izoba Emekuku, in Owerri North LGA of Imo State. Understand? So, but notwithstanding, they claim that those seeds were actually they were taken from a place in the Netherlands. But that's not the issue here. Now, issue here is that the palm tree it's been generally accepted that it's originated from Africa. Understand? It's an African. It originated from Africa. It has, as you can see, this one has started. It has barely started. Having the seeds. These are some of the seeds, and you can see this one is what we call in the village. It is called osoko. Osoko is very nice. It has like the seed. The seed has like it can be cracked with the mouth. You can crack it with your teeth when you're eating it. It's very nice. Some people just eat it barely because it's actually very nice, and it has many uses. This is a plant that has as much uses from the roots, from the roots to the tip of the leaves. As you can see, the leaves. Our forefathers said a lot about this. This very true. Understand it? It's used both conventionally, and unconventionally. Unconventionally, as it's been used as rafters, for making fences, for building, construction. I understand. So it has so much uses, conventionally it's been used in domestic economies, for cooking. That's the like number one use to produce the oil. Understand? So, but nevertheless, it's also been used to get biodiesel. The thing is that most industries use yeah, good day, sir. They use palm oil, to produce a lot of finished products, a lot of manufactured products. Understand? So, but basically, the industries that use these the products are basically called they are called secondary industries. What are secondary industries? Secondary industries are those industries that use raw materials that are produced by those secondary industries are those industries that use raw materials, from primary, sector, from the primary sector. Understand? Basically, there are heavy secondary industries. Then there are light light industries as well. Then there are some food processing secondary industry. There are three types. I mentioned through the first type of secondary industry is the heavy industries. One. Then secondly is the light industry. Then thirdly is the food processing industries. There are a lot of them here, but basically we wish in the nearest future our politicians will put up some of these industries so that our youths will see something to work and the economy will improve and the more tourists will come to our country and develop our place. Understand? But where am I now? I was talking about the Elias guinensis and its usefulness. Understand? The oil itself has nutritionally, there's the one that is, I think mostly is the this type. There are about 2,000 species. 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 You can see there are about 2,000 species of this palm fruits. In the whole world. But it's mostly found in the tropical, very hot climates like in Nigeria. Now presently, it is found in southeastern Nigeria. Basically, it's always from the Igbo land. Understand? On the Bekanyiwea, understand? It is very important. It's the most important. Some say it's the most important, but it's actually very important. Both the coconuts and the palm tree are actually very important. It's a good source of, if I don't forget, it's a good source of retinoid. It's a precursor of retinol, vitamin A. Understand? It has them in abundance. And the thing is that the type of palm oil is very advantageous nutritionally because, although there has been cases of adulterated form of the palm oil, mano, they call it in the local, local indigenous people call it mano. It's very rich in vitamin A, also very rich in vitamin E as well. Tocotrienol. This tocotrienol is very good for. It has certain properties from the oil from this or the oil from the palm fruit. It's very useful because it has some spectacular. There's never been any place in the world they say the oil has that kind of property. It's very special because the tocotrienol in the palm oil in the Osoko type. I told you there are about 2,000 species of the 2,000 kinds of the palm oil palm. Understand? Fruits. Then the one I made mention is the Osoko, Osoko species. The vitamin A content, the trocotrinol in it, the vitamin E has three benefits. One of the benefits is that it it is it is very it contains an element, contains a chemical that helps the brain. It is very good for brain health. Most physicians has used it, in the course of managing certain brain associated problems. Understand? Then secondly, it also helps in it improves the health of the heart. Understand? That's one of the uses of the palm oil, the importance of the palm oil. I talked of vitamin A and vitamin E. Apart from that, then it also reduces the risk of heart diseases. Understand? It's very special there. But there are also some disadvantages. There has been claims that it has. What I know for sure is that it has a very good. There are about 34. A teaspoon. One teaspoon in nutrition? We are meant to understand that 1 teaspoon of palm oil contains about 35% of saturated fat. As you know, this type of fat is very. It is not very essential to human. For people that are elderly within that age range, it's not very good for them, and because it is not a healthy fat, in that it contains cholesterol. Understand? The oil contains cholesterol, about 35% fat. 1 teaspoon gives you about 35%, saturated fat. Understand? They get the fat right, one of the disadvantages is that it does not encourage, good heart health when it has that cholesterol. Cholesterol is like a bad. Have a good cholesterol and have bad cholesterol. This is bad fat. It is not a good fat. Understand? It's a saturated fat. Well, the better fat is the unsaturated one usually. But nevertheless, I've been able to convince you that the palm, oil is very essential. It's very good. It's been used locally. There are places that they use to make the brooms. The brooms, they harvest the leaves. These leaves now, they harvest it and they harvest the branches and they make brooms. Brooms is used, unconventionally for, in the local industries or the domestic uses, as you can see. It's used to sweep for sweeping. That's the branches, palm fronds. Then there has been cases that that use they use it for making of fences. They use it for making of fences, for making roofing. It's been used for making roofing. That's the unconventional and non-industrial uses. Then the fruit now, it is being used for production of for the fruit. That's what they call akin in the Igbo land. The akin is the seed. Don't forget this is this type of plant. The Elias guinensis is a perennial monocotyledonous flowering plant. Understand? So it is very, very essential in that it has the seed. The seed has one seed leaf. That's why it's called a monocot. Understand? In scientific classification. Then basically it is used for roofing. You can just mention like it's used for the palm oil. I made mention of biodiesel. Understand? When they as you can see now, what I can do now, I can get one of the seeds and show you exactly what we do. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to show you how I'm going to basically convert it. This is how we usually eat it in our place. This is, we will try as much as possible to get the seed. You see, this is consumable. It's eaten and it has a special oil. This is nice. This is actually very nice. It's called akin in Igbo land, It's called akin, and it's the seed that is inside. When it's been allowed to decay, the seeds, it's a good source of palm kernel, and industrially it's been used to produce biodiesel. Understand? Then there's been spiritual uses as well. So what else? Then these children they always make noise. But continue. I didn't want their noise to affect me, but children around here are very, very noisy. But nevertheless, I've been able to convince you it has uses. The palm kernel has also those vitamin A and vitamin E, It's very good for the eye as well. The vitamin A I talked about is very good in a good source of retinoid that supplies retinol, good for the eyes, That's why, and also good for the brain as well. See, this is so important that the outside world has to come and take it and and make it and get greater, larger hectares of land and make palm plantations, and they are reaping the fruits today. We used to be one of the biggest producers in Igbo land before certain issues were not taken care of by the leaders of the land, and things got out of hand, and now most of our palm trees are left uncut for, and I think there used to be like an oil palm in Imo State, if I'm not mistaken, but that's not the issue we are tackling now. Basically, I've been able to explain to you, the importance of this, is eating. Mostly it's eating. It's very good, and like this also, it's very nice, very sweet. It's very, very sweet. I can feel. When I finish chewing it now, I get my vitamin A. Understand? And this is very nice. And this is very, very nice. This is actually. It's actually nice. I throw that, but with time it just grows, and you understand what I'm saying. So away from this now, the pH later I will explain about. I'll get to that later. But finally, I want to talk about another tree, the last tree on the palmae family. That's okay. I'll keep that here. Sorry, I'll keep that here. I'll keep here. I would like to talk about we are in cruising mode, like we are tourists in Imo State. Understand? So the palmae family has the coconuts. Understand? It is called, the scientific name is, you can see it's actually very nice. You can see, you can take from this direction. You can see the coconut this direction. It's very nice, and you can show them this one, the branches. You can from here view it very well. Very nice, and the thing is that it has it is a mystery. It is a mystery of how a fruit can carry water from the roots. Carry water from the roots via the roots to the trunk and carry water to up. It is a mystery actually. It's a mystery, but nevertheless, I consider it the best, not the oil palm, but I consider coconut the best tree in the world. The most important tree, in fact, for the direct person. Understanding that it's been used by a lot of history has it that it's been used by a lot of physicians for like as an oral rehydration therapy. It's actually a secret. So I'm about to open some doctors' secrets to you and all my viewers around the world. It's been used as an oral rehydration therapy. Understand? In that the water in the coconut the coconut water. It has numerous, innumerable phytonutrients. What we call phytonutrients in nutrition. Understand? And clinical herbalism. Understand? It has some phytonutrients basically in the field of nutrition and dietetics. It has phytonutrients, a lot of them, good nutrients, a lot of vitamins, a very good blend of some essential vitamins and minerals. You understand? So basically, I want to show you what we do, why you need to visit Africa, why you need to visit the Igbo land, the southeastern part of Nigeria. It's because it has a lot of good amount of coconut. Welcome, sir. Good evening, sir. I understand. So we have the good coconut. The coconut. The coconut is very essential. It's very, very essential. It has the water is being used for several years. For healing and a lot of good things. You understand? So, but basically, what I will talk about is how we use it here in Africa. I will show you. I will demonstrate. I'm sorry, I'm thirsty. Please let me just have some water. I know this is just water, but I've been talking for some time now. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks for indulgence. But nevertheless, the coconut is very essential. Yeah. There's what they call in sciences, if you know very well, there's what they call the pH scale. That's the measure of degree of acidity or alkalinity of a system. Understand? So basically, it's been confirmed by many medical doctors that the coconut has been very essential in that it contains some antioxidants like phytonutrients, as I made mention of. It has a very good blend of vitamin C. Through my years of practice in the medical facilities and as a nutritionist and as a registered dietitian, I've seen many cases where coconut has been used. It's been used as a remedy, as a medical instrument for healing and all of that. So, but basically, I will make mention of the fact the pH of the human body naturally is okay. Let me explain pH. pH is a measure of alkalinity or acidity of the human body. Understand? The human body. So your system is okay if it's between. It has a pH of between. It has the blood of the human body. It has a pH of between 6.5 to 7.0. And understand the pH is it has a range of 0 to 14. You understand? 1 to 7 pH is acidity. Then a pH of 7 is neutral, while a pH of 14 is too acidic. So it's from 1 to 7. It increases from 7 to 1, and that's the increase in acidity, understand. Then from 7 to 14, increase in alkalinity or basicity, or but that aside, the sciences aside, now to the deal, the coconut water rather has a pH of 7.35 to 7.45, if I'm not mistaken. So you see, the pH is actually very, 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 good. The pH is within, is more like it's alkaline. The pH of the coconut. This is why it's being used by most physicians for in replacement of oral rehydration therapy, because of its contents of nutritional blend, its content of nutrients, and its healing properties. It's been used spiritually and otherwise, medically, for recuperating or for rehabilitation and healing of certain ailments. Understand? Like even I had some diabetes patients they have benefited from the coconut, and there's a lot of innumerable diseases that, in fact, most diseases that affect mankind when they come up they come up with rising the free radicals of the human system. So in which you have to take something that is alkaline. Understand? Basically, most of the water of the water of coconut is actually alkaline. As you can see now, I want to make use of, assuming usually in the city here, what they will do is that we use they use knives for visitors or people that are tourists. They use knives to blend, to cut the coconut so that you can make use of the water. So basically, what I'm going to do now is I need the water of this coconut. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open it anyhow I can find stone. Naturally there are no machetes or something, to get the work done. But I need the water now. This coconut is mature, so I need to get the water now. This is actually mature. As you can see, it's very, very mature, and it's actually very nice, and it has the water, it's actually nice. So I can get the water now. Wow. It's mature. It's also nice. As you can see, I've finished the water inside. This water is healing water. It's like, in fact, the holiest water. It's very alkaline. It's good for the human body. When you are stressed, when you suffer from any disease condition, it is very good for you. And this is very good. Understand? So the coconut is a blessing for Africa. I see coconut is vastly, it's found most places in the world. It's unlike the palm tree, the oil palm tree. It's found, a whole lot of places. Understand? It is used, as I said, before. It's also used as a sports drink. A sports drink. It can be used by many doctors. It has been used by many doctors intravenously, to rehydrate a lot of individuals that suffer from low dehydration. Understand? To rehydrate them, they use coconut water. This water is very essential. It's the most important water. It's better than this is actually better than your water. Like this water now. You see, most of our water is not as good as the coconut water, in that the pH of most waters I've tested is acidic, and it's been almost alkaline or mostly acidic. Most waters people drink around, understand? But the coconut water is very, 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 very good for human health, understand? You see, apart from our body trying to make sure there is homeostasis, that's regulation of of the body mechanism, to make sure that is the body mechanism is in equilibrium. That's the work of the kidney and the lungs, understand, to make sure that the pH of the body remains neutral, remains within that range that is accepted. I think the normal body pH is between 6.5 and 7.0, if I'm not mistaken. So what the coconut water does is that it makes sure that the body, because of the fact that the body plasma, the body plasma, that's like the water in the blood, that circulates throughout the whole body, it is alkaline. So the water in the coconut is very close. It's like a replica of the blood plasma, understand? So that's why this coconut is very healthy. It's been used like it's just like drip. You know what drip is, right? You've seen drip, like cameraman. You've seen drip. So it's used like as drip by many doctors, but people have not taken time to sit down and say, why are people eating this coconut? When you go to work, most of the time you are stressed. When you are highly stressed and your body releases a lot of free radicals, you might get sick, but headache or something, the system is not showing you signs that things are not actually well. Your kidney and your lungs will be working very hard to make sure that your body balances, but it's not been very easy. You try to help yourself by buying some coconuts, or if not been to Africa, man, you need to visit Africa. Come to Africa, go to our beaches and, get some coconut water, drink some coconut water. You see, there is good health, It has many innumerable, uses. A good blend of phytonutrients, As I told you before, it has a good blend of vitamin C, It has a very good blend of vitamin C. Vitamin C helps in healing of the whole body parts, and it helps the immune system. You see, this helps the immune system. The coconut water helps the immune system, and it also is used by it's been yes, another thing is as well, it's been used by some sportsmen as a replacement for the sports drink. Most of the artificial sports drink, it has some energy in it, understand? Some energy as good blend of energy with vitamin C and the phytonutrients, understand? So that's why it's been used as a replacement for some energy drinks, which most of the time has become very artificial, I understand, especially in energy supply. It's very natural, understand? It's a very important something. So for me now to make sure that I get every content right, I'll make sure that I break the coconut, understand? The coconut is actually very mature. Actually, you can have some. This is very, very, very mature. It's very mature. Man, Africa is blessed with a lot of good things, but I don't know. People tend to see Africa as just a place for some never do goods, understand? Never do good. But Africa is blessed, and people need to. There's a lot of people that they have cancers, and they have many diseases that are chronic, problems, cancers. The coconut water has been used as a means of treatment of cancers, because it helps. It alleviates the healing process. Understand? I've seen cases, where people, use coconut water as a means of, healing cancers, when these foods are, they are naturally well utilized, you see certain diseases, name them diabetes, hypertension, when you take enough, coconut water in a day, your body is very alkaline, so the normal body, pH has to be maintained, and this coconut water helps you to do that. So never in any case should you, underestimate touring Africa. The Igbo land is here for you. You know the the Imo State, Nigeria, is a great place. The riverine areas, they are very nice places. You understand? Very nice. Can you use the whole coconut? The coconut water is the best. Coconut water, I finish it. Understand? Maybe later you make use of, help yourself. Very nice. So with this and more, I've been able to convince you that, you need to. Africa is great. Africa is blessed with a lot of things. There are blessings from the roots. I've been able to show you the only palm tree that has the only palm tree that has 4 branches. You can never see it in any part of the world. I've seen the palm tree, oil palm that has 4 branches. The least I saw on the net was a oil palm tree that has 3 branches. I've shown you the one that has 4 branches. So it's about time you start visiting. Get in touch with your nutritionist. Make sure when you have any health problem, you call your medical doctor, your physician. Get in touch with him. Get in touch with her. Understand what I'm saying? So Africa is blessed with a lot of places, a lot of foods, a lot of, like the palm, the oil palm. I've shown you the retinoid. The contents are very important. It's about time you visit Africa. You tour Africa. Africa is blessed with a lot of good things. The coconut water has been underutilized. There's a lot of chronic diseases all over the world. Cancers. Coconut water, it has some, growth hormones as well. I think there are blends of some catalysts that you probably might understand with, studying the coconut water. Dietitians have used this for treatment a lot of ailments because of the phytonutrient. What they do is they are part of the immune system. The vitamin C's, they're part of the immune system. Are part of the biochemical pathways that encapsulate the peripheral immune systems. That when depleted, somebody falls sick. So for you to get back to normal health, normal pH of blood plasma, you need to take enough of your coconut water, enough of your, good palm oil, used in making certain foods. So with this, I've been able to, convince you and not confuse you, about the two most important trees, in the whole of, West Africa. They are vastly populated in the whole of West Africa, from Senegal to Sierra Leone to Liberia to Ghana to Nigeria to Cameroon, in the rainforest zones of the world, you understand? From the rainforest to the deserts, you have a lot of coconut and a lot of palm trees, as you can see. So, thank you very much. I'll probably still have to talk more, about, this. I have to touch some areas about health, later in my videos. So, you stay glued to my, to my channel on YouTube, understand? So, I'll be able to work on that later. So, guys, man, wherever you are watching me from the US, from North America, from Europe, from Australia, guys in Colombia, in South America, in the Central America, Costa Rica, wherever even if you are watching me from Antarctica or Arctic regions, Greenland and Iceland. I welcome your comments. Come on, let's talk. It's one word we have to protect the earth, and have to live healthy, you have to eat healthy, have to travel healthy as well, have to tour the world, know about the world, have one world, before you leave this place. Let's just do some, some travelings, it's interesting, it's some hobby, understand what I'm saying? So I remain your dietitian Ekago Emmanuel Ubio. Understand? So I get you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Understand? So I see you. Masha Allah. Lakwaba.